We need to go get trees today, but I can't get this program to print out the layout in a format I want to use. So the shy one is here trying to figure out why it won't print properly. I have a feeling we're just going to have to go with it. And what is with you making all that noise? Oh. Daddy's got to go. Go take your sister into town. Then I got to go get some trees. Okay?
Yes!
Okay. Morning, everyone. We are heading out today. I have the shy one. Say hello.
Hi.
There. See that? She can speak. I am taking her into town. She's got something with her friends. And then I have to go up to the Orange River Nursery where I am going to get fruit trees to plant in the food. After all the work we've done the last few days, it's time to get the trees. Tomorrow, we're going to get them all in the ground. Say goodbye. Alright, we just dropped the shy one off at Emancipation Park, and it took a damn near an eternity to get here. Now we got to try and get out of here so I can head up north to the nursery. I just put into Google Maps where I'm going. The nursery itself is not listed on Google. You can't get there. It doesn't show where the nursery is on Google, but it does show, I know the town we're going to. And according to the Google Maps, we are an hour away. Now, if I'm stuck behind this slowpoke, I'm stuck behind the entire way. It's going to take a lot longer than that. Interesting story. A lot of the rare tropical fruits that we have here, we have in Jamaica as a result of pirates. A lot of these pirates, they would raid British ships, and they'd end up with all these trees that they didn't know what to do with. Or they didn't, what are you going to do? They want gold, they want treasure. Trees. Seriously, what are you going to do with trees? But the pirates would come here to Jamaica and hide out, trying to evade capture. And then they would take all these trees that they got and plant them in mini orchards all over the island. So there's black sapote, the chocolate pudding fruit. There's one of those up here, and that's a direct result of one of the pirates who captured a British ship that was loaded with tropical fruit trees. They brought it here and planted it, and that's how we have the black sapote. Those of you who are familiar with the story of Captain Bligh and the bounty will understand this, but one of the trees I want to get is a breadfruit. Now, the story behind Captain Bligh and the bounty is all based on the British trying to find a way to feed the slaves. Feeding the slaves was becoming rather expensive, and a group of natives in Fiji had this tree called a breadfruit tree, and they sent Captain Bligh and the ship, the Bounty, out to Fiji for the sole purpose to get a load of breadfruit trees to then bring back to the British territories in order to grow them as food for the slaves. Now, and the interesting part about this is the mutiny on the Bounty has gone down in history. I mean, if you think about it, where they set Captain Bligh adrift, the fact that he was able to get to safe harbor with nothing but a compass and his memory is one of the greatest nautical feats in history. But his trip, as someone, I was in the Navy, the story of Captain Blythe being able to navigate the harsh waters of the South Pacific and get himself to safe harbor with nothing but a compass and his memory is really an amazing feat. And the entire story is centered around the British trying to find a way to bring cheap food to their slaves in territories where they had slaves. Namely, Jamaica is one of them. Interestingly enough, nobody wanted to eat the breadfruit. Nobody ate it. The slaves didn't want it, so it never really took off. But now, here in Jamaica, breadfruit is a staple food. People eat it everywhere. You can get breadfruit everywhere. It's very, very common. History is filled with so many things. And now, today, my plan is to buy a breadfruit and put the breadfruit in the ground so we have breadfruit growing on the land. Alright folks, we are here. Let's see what they've got for trees. What we need is a good mango. Mangoes are easy to come by here in Jamaica. We also need a breadfruit. I'd like a macadamia nut. We need some cashews, some Rollinia. I'd really like some Djibouti Kabas if I can get them. I was just talking with the woman that runs this place, and we were going over the stuff that they've got. One of the things that I really want is the macadamia, and she's got a macadamia tree here, but she doesn't have anything growing that we can use. However, she is going to let me take some cuttings. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a bunch of cuttings, I'm going to pick up some root hormone, and we're going to root them at the house, hopefully. Right, so these are the breadfruit.
Yeah.
That's funny. The only one that looks like a breadfruit leaf is this one.
With this leaf here.
Yeah, you'd never know it looking at them otherwise. You never heard of it.
It looked like a small soursop.
Oh, really?
But the juki on the outside is not so sharp like the soursop.
Oh, okay.
But that one make nice juice, but the juice thick.
Oh, thick juice.
Like Irish marsh juice.
Oh, okay.
The more water you add to it, is the more it thick up.
Oh, is that a really big tree, or is that kind of
No,
a
not
little,
big tree either, not big tree. Just like the pond apple, not big tree
like an understory tree?
Right, it more way kind of wide.
It spreads out, not up.
But yeah, and far
Oh,
up.
tell me your name.
Patsy.
Patsy, what do you do here?
Here?
Yeah.
I work in the nursery. I do the budding and the grafting and stuff like that. Cuttings.
Okay.
General nursery.
So you take care of everything here?
Yeah, man. This one now is a wax apple.
Oh.
But the apple itself like a short apple.
Okay.
Short, it's crunchy. I don't carry any seeds.
Oh, it's short and crunchy, no seeds.
No seeds. But you eat good. They say the more you eat it, and the more you love it. Spread also.
Oh, so it's wide but not real tall.
Right, not too high, but it's wide. It's wide. So sometimes you have to prune the inside limbs them. I pick up like.
And now this is the pond apple, you call it?
Right.
And that's a cross between a sweet sap, a sour sap, and a custard apple.
Right. So they are known a family.
She just saved me a big headache. One of the things that we're trying to do is we want to plant the grapes and passion fruit in the branch. That section of the branch that's a straight 60-foot stretch around the banana circles, we want to put grapes and passion fruit. She's got this thing called a grandadilla. The grandadilla is this really big, huge melon-sized passion fruit. And she's got grapes too, so we're going to take a look at the grapes and the passion fruit, and we're going to put them in our system as well. Although, unfortunately, the one thing I really want are Djibouti Kabas, and she doesn't have any of those. What I'll have to do is call here regularly. I'll have to call here regularly until they have them, and once they have them, then we can come back and pick up some Djibouti Kabas. All right, here's the cashews. We're going to put 4 of these in. We're going to replace one that was killed, and we're going to put the rest of them into the new food forest section. So you've got
plenty of everyone, you know.
Passion fruit.
Yeah, then I take one and take with some.
You got a bunch of passion fruit. You've got lemongrass.
Yeah.
You've got moringas.
Tell you. Black pepper.
Yeah, black pepper too.
You want to see the black pepper? You know the black pepper plant?
Yeah. How about, all right, here's one.
It's all over vine.
How about cinnamon?
Cinnamon. We're not going to ready cinnamon.
But you do have it sometimes.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
because I need to get a cinnamon tree or 2 or 20.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the things I want to get down too, is some cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Mulberries that'll work here in the tropics really like the sun. That's a good thing. We're going to add a few of these in our shrub layer. Going to get 4 of these to put in the shrub layer. This is that mango you were telling me about.
Nam Dak Mai.
What's that called again?
Nam Dak Mai.
Nam Dak
Mai.
Nam Dak Mai.
Right.
Okay. I have heard about them. So yeah, I'm excited. We got a spot. I got a perfect place to put that. This is a macadamia nut tree. They are allowing me to take cuttings from it. So we're going to take 10 or 12 cuttings and we're going to get some rooting hormone and try and get these to take root. Hopefully, we'll get lucky. What we did is I put this shade cloth in the truck, put stones here, covered everything to protect it from the wind while we drive, because we've got a ton of plants in here. We're gonna get them all planted tomorrow. We'll go through all of these again tomorrow when we're ready to plant them. For now, it's much later than I had hoped, and I could get stuck in rush hour traffic if we don't get going quick. One other thing we have, these are the cuttings from that macadamia tree.